Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed making that arrangement. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot of fun. And, it's funny because God Rest You Merry Gentlemen is like snuck into several songs on my previous Christmas album. It was part of some medleys that I've done in the past. But I was like, you know what? Even though I've already dabbled in that song, I need to make its own song so that it can have its own moment on the album. Um, but yeah, I'm looking at your comments. Did anyone find that ticket you hid? I don't know, actually, but the family that I gave the tickets away to, I gave away 3 tickets to the sweetest family. It was actually a lot of fun. I pulled my band aside and I was like, we have 3 guest list tickets that ended up not getting used, and it was a sold out show. And so we thought it would be really fun to go out and find a family or some people that had no idea who I was, and then we would give them the tickets and hope they came to the show. And we found the sweetest family, and they were actually really excited about it. They had no idea who I was, but they came to the show, and I think they had a really good time. I posted it on my Instagram reels and on TikTok, the whole experience of it. And I was like, this is something I might do occasionally, just go out and give away tickets to people. And just give families an experience that they were not expecting. So that was a lot of fun. But I do not know if anyone went and found that 1 ticket. I mean, I felt bad. I wish I had had 2 tickets to secretly put somewhere. But I only had 1 left. Did you get to watch the Artemis rocket launch? I did not, but I heard about it. I watched it after the fact. I think it's so cool that, this is the Artemis era of space. I felt like that was very serendipitous that my album was called Artemis, and that then they had their whole Artemis era start at the same time. I was like, meant to be? I think so. Oh, wow. Thank you, Roxy, for saying that my version is your favorite. Also, welcome everybody joining us on the Lindsey Radio Show hour. And happy Thanksgiving. If you're just joining, it's just me today. I don't have a co-host and I don't have a guest. I'm just hanging with Luna in my hotel room and you guys. And also, let's see what else. Oh, loved the Dallas show. Thank you, Jengar. If you've been to a show, I'm curious what your favorite part of the show was. I always love to hear like what things people liked the best and what stood out to different people. So random, but I made the hot glue rib cage for my costume. Oh, that's amazing, Haley. Wasn't it fun? It was really fun to work with the hot glue and do it. And yeah, surprisingly, it wasn't that hard. It was just kind of time consuming. But oh my gosh, did you tag me on Instagram? Because I did see some people on Instagram that did it for their Halloween costumes, and it made me so happy. But let's see. Someone is asking, Lindsey, what is it like working with Amy Lee? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a big Evanescence fan, huge Amy Lee fan, always have been. And I still just pinch myself that I got to work with her. I think she's incredible. Not only is she amazingly talented, but also she's just a really freaking cool human. And so it was great to be able to work with her because she's my idol. I grew up loving her and she inspired me so much. And, people always say, don't meet your idols. But I feel so incredibly fortunate that I met mine and she did not disappoint. She's everything I could have hoped she'd be and more. Not only we made music videos together and toured together recently, I guess this last summer we were making TikToks together, which just was hilarious. And I was excited that she was just so down to like be silly and goofy. And so I freaking love Amy Lee. And I think with that, I should probably play an Amy Lee song. This is off their newest album, The Bitter Truth. And this is her song, Use My Voice. I love the message of this song. And I think it's great to like, I don't know. I feel like this is the first time that for this song and this album, she was like, it's time for people to use their voice and, vote or stand up for the things they believe in or not be afraid to say what they feel and not feel shame for it. And so I thought this was a really cool just album and message that she was sharing through the song. So this is Use My Voice by Evanescence. Okay. Such a good song. I love the line, and don't you speak for me. I should start, just telling that randomly to my crew. when they ask me to do things, I'll just sing that and see if they understand the reference. Um, someone's asking, let's see, Scott is asking if I watched the Dancing with the Stars finale, and you know I did. I definitely watched. I had to cheer on my man Mark Ballas, and it was so exciting to watch him win. Actually, we had to watch it after the fact because we were doing a show during the finale. But I ran off stage, and me and my dancers all checked our phones, and we just started screaming, and they're like, "He did it! He did it!" He and Charlie were absolutely incredible. Like, oh my gosh, their routines all season long were just out of this world. I feel like really Mark stepped up his game this season, and and also Charlie could do it. She was incredible. So it was so fun to watch, and I'm so happy for them. And it's funny, I even made my meet and greeters pull out their phones and vote, because that was the voting time period, was while I was at meet and greet. So I was like, everybody, pull out your phones and text Charlie to number because we're going to vote for Mark. But yeah, it was such a fun finale. Also, I gotta just say, Shangela had my heart as well. I am such a big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, and just drag in general, I think, is amazing. And so the fact that Shangela was the first drag queen on the show, and the fact that, I don't want to spoil it, so if you haven't seen the finale, this is a slight spoiler, but you should definitely go watch Shangela and Gleb's freestyle. It was amazing. Gleb ended up dressing in drag as well to dance with Shangela, which was just such a fun surprise and so unexpected. And anyways, loved it. So yay for Mark. And on that note, actually, I think I want to play you guys some music from Mark. As you know, Mark plays on my Christmas album. He is playing the guitar on Feliz Navidad, and he helped me write that arrangement. He's an amazing flamenco guitar player. He even busted out his guitar on the show this year. But he and his wife are in a band. They're called Alexander Jean. They're incredible. And so I just want to play you guys a song from, some of their recent work. And I know that more is coming from them soon. So here you go. This is Highs and Lows from Alexander Jean. I love that song. It's just so sweet. It's so charming, so sweet, and you can tell that they are singing from their hearts. And I love that they're a married couple that has a band that writes music about love, and it all just feels so real because it comes from their experiences as they sing with each other, about each other. It's just so good. I love their band. Someone says, WDW Disneyland is saying Mark needs a haircut. Oh, Mark loves his hair. And it's funny. I feel like the more people tell him he needs a haircut, the more determined he's going to be to keep it long. That just is very Mark of him. But it was funny that he would have to go in early so that the full on weave braiding through his hair and put it up in this super tight bun so he could dance with it. Also, you want a white sparkly violin. Well, heck, make one, I love, I took my electric violin, I painted it white, and then I actually had someone else bedazzle my first one, but I've since decorated most of my own violins. Just get a bunch of crystals, some glue, of course, gem glue, and bedazzle them. It's so fun to have something sparkly, and I just think everything's a little bit better when it sparkles. It's very Dancing with the Stars of me. Is Luna making any appearances in the show this year? I'm sorry, our show does not have a Luna moment in it this time. I'm really sorry, but I think I'm going to start bringing her to meet and greets. I did it the other day. I just had her sit on my lap during the Q&A, and people seem to really enjoy that. And she's so sweet, and I love having her around. So maybe I'll keep bringing her to meet and greet. Oh, sorry. I'm a little tired today. I am really excited for Thanksgiving, though. I'm curious. Maybe say in the comment what your favorite Thanksgiving food is. I'll go first. Mine is 1,000% the rolls. I love rolls. I'm a bread girl. I always will be a bread girl. And so, yeah, I love taking the rolls and putting everything inside the rolls. Like if I'm not eating the roll by itself, then it's going to be stuffed with, all the other good stuff like cranberry sauce and turkey and a little bit of stuffing. Oh, there we go. Mikey says stuffing. Oh my gosh, so does Scott. Wow. Keith too. Well, lots of stuffing people. My mom, her favorite thing is the stuffing. I do love a green bean casserole too, Roxy. Um, honeyed ham. Ooh, pumpkin pie. You know what? I like pumpkin flavored things, but only if they have chocolate on them. Like I got to drizzle my pumpkin pie with chocolate, or like I love pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, but there's got to be a lot of chocolate with it. I have a problem. If a dessert isn't including chocolate, it's almost not worth eating for me. I know that's weird. Let's see. Candied yams. Oh yeah. I love sweet potatoes and yams in any form. Like I like sweet potato fries. I like I like sweet potato fajitas or anything that has sweet potatoes in it, salads, like anything. I love it. But it's funny, I don't like potatoes. I like sweet potatoes. I don't like potatoes. Odd, I know. So like the whole mashed potatoes and gravy thing is like okay, but it's definitely not my favorite. Ambrosia is your favorite dessert. I don't even know what that is. What is an ambrosia? I'm so sorry. I see that we have a little bit of a debate here. We got the sweet potato people versus the potato people. So, all right, everybody in the chat, tell me who's a sweet potato person and who's a plain potato person. Go. All right, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the results. I got to see. Oh, I see in here. Okay, both. Sweet, both. Guys, you got to pick a side. Oh, I'm seeing more sweet potatoes. You know, it was really funny because on our rider last Christmas tour in 2021, we had as a suggested meal option, the idea of putting sweet potatoes in things. And that was for like our dinner options. And every venue took that very seriously. And so every night we had a sweet potato main course of some kind. It was just like, sweet potatoes in a casserole, sweet potatoes in place of, chicken in a curry. Like just sweet potatoes were in every single meal. And I never got sick of it because I really love sweet potatoes. But my crew was like, if I see another sweet potato again in my life, it will be too soon. So sad. I loved the good old sweet potatoes. Okay. I'm going to play another song from Alexander Jean just because, again, I want to honor my past Dancing with the Stars partner, Mark Ballas, because, again, I'm so excited that he won a mirror ball just this weekend. I was just texting with him, and he's won. I'm sure he's so exhausted. I think he just got back from New York because after the finale, you basically walk off the dance floor, and they put you on a big van, you and all the other contestants, and they drive you to a small airport where you get on a private jet with all the other top finale contestants and their partners, and you're all squished on this private jet and you fly to New York City, do Good Morning America as soon as you land, then you go back to the airport and they fly you back to LA. It's a whirlwind and it's exhausting. So he just got back from all of that. But I was just telling him how proud I was of him, and he was saying how excited he was, and he's worked so hard, and he got second place so many times. This is actually his third mirror ball, so he has won before, but I just am so glad that he can retire on a win. So anyways, this is another song from Alexander Jean. This is Mark Ballas's band that he does with his wife. This is For Anybody Wondering. All right. I saw in the chat that you guys seem to really like that one. Let's see. WDW Disneyland. I am excited to meet you too. Please tell me, if you're coming to meet and greet, tell me that you are WDW Disneyland so that I can put the face to the screen name. Because I always like it when I get to meet you guys and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I remember you from, either the Discord or I know your name from the AMP shows. It's kind of a nice... it's a nice connecting thing for me. Yeah. So let me know when I meet you that's who you are. And yes, oh my gosh, Mark's wife's voice, her name is BC. Her voice is just insane. And when we were on Dancing with the Stars together, Mark actually toured with me because he had to come with me on tour, and we were going back and forth from tour to the show to tour to the show. It was exhausting competing while doing a tour. But also Mark and his wife opened the show for me. They were my openers. And so it was a lot of fun to get to not only like work together as musicians, but as dance partners and everything. And so her voice is just incredible though. Like, oh my gosh, live, it's like soul melting to hear her sing. So I really am excited to hear what they do next, because I know that they've been working on new music. They took a little bit of a hiatus so Mark could compete on Dancing with the Stars one more season, but I am sure that in the top of the new year, they're going to start to release some of this new music they've been working on. And I, for one, am really excited because I love their stuff. They also did Stampede with me, which was really fun. That was a song that Mark came to me with, like a guitar riff that okay, I'm gonna stop right there because that doesn't sound anything like it. But anyways, Mark came to me with the main like guitar riff and was like, what do you think of this? And anyways, it was actually right after our season that we ended up writing that song together. But while we are still talking about Mark and celebrating his win on Dancing with the Stars, I'm going to play one more song from Alexander Jean. This one is called Drunk, and it's one of their newest songs. Again, I just can't wait for them to have new music, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and don't forget to keep watching out for their new stuff. Woo! Sorry, that had a few more F-bombs in it than I remember. I think I had listened to the clean version when I played it before. And so anyways, hope no one's offended, but I do love Alexander Jean. And again, love my man, Mark. So proud of him for Dancing with the Stars. But anyways, moving on now to maybe some more holiday themed stuff. Who's excited to start listening to Christmas music? Maybe you guys have been on the Lindsey train and listening to holiday music already. Oh, but I see you guys were saying in the comments that you, oh yeah, I see Brian said did not like the explicit. Again, sorry, didn't realize how explicit it was, but glad that some of you enjoyed it. But yeah, who's been listening to Christmas music so far? And I guess I'm curious, do you guys have any favorite Christmas songs? Let's say not Lindsey Stirling Christmas songs. So let's just go to overall, anybody have any favorite Christmas songs? Let's see. Everybody's saying mine. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that you guys like my Christmas songs. Yours are on repeat. I actually do think I would like to play one of mine. I started with one of my songs, and I think I will return to play one of my songs. So let's see. I want to play one from this newer album that's really special to me. I just wanted to capture the magic of what a child feels. Like, I think when we're children, we believe in ourselves so much. We don't let other people's opinions weigh us down. You know, if someone seems disappointed in a child, they're sad for a second and then they kind of bounce back from it and they move on. You know, and they don't let the judgments of others control how they feel about themselves. You know, kids are just very resilient, and they dream big. Like, I realized that when I first started my career, I dreamed really big. But as I went through the music industry and as I let life kind of teach me how things actually worked, I became, for better and for worse, more practical, and I became more aware of what was and wasn't possible. And it kind of, in a way, made me dream less, you know, I guess make less wishes. And it's something I've actually been working on for the last like 2 years, is this idea of, like, last year, my word for the year was magic. Because I wanted to kind of recapture that magic in my life of being able to make big wishes and believe that they could happen. And so in this song, I wanted to capture that feeling. And I'm really, really grateful for Mr. David Archuleta for singing this song for me, because as I was writing it, I immediately knew I wanted David to sing it. So this is Magic featuring David Archuleta. Sorry, it won't let me unmute until the song is like officially over, and that song has a long tail at the end of it. So sorry about that. But anyways, that song always gives me the feel goods. It probably sounds silly that I'm saying that about my own song, that it gives me the warm fuzzies, but I love seeing what you guys are saying. If you see someone ugly crying when playing this, it's totes me. The energy and hope in this song brings you joy, or brings you blue hearts, is what you said. Anyways, I love this one. Who says there can't be joy? But yeah, I want to dance now. Oh, good. I hope you're dancing. But yeah, that one's a special one to me, and I'm glad that you guys seem to enjoy it as well. You know what's funny about that song is when I wrote it, I immediately was like, "Oh, I love this song," and I immediately wanted David Archuleta to sing it, and I was so excited about it. And I sent it to my whole team, and no one wrote back. And then like a day later, I heard back from like one of my managers, and they're like, "That's nice." And I was like, "Nice? This is amazing." Like usually if they love something, they write back like right away in all caps and say like, "This is amazing." But they were like, "Yeah, that's nice." And I wrote back and was like, "Well, I really like it." And they're like, "Well, yeah, it's a contender. It could possibly make it on the album." And I wrote back, I was like, "I'm sorry, but this is definitely making on the album because I love this song." And so I kind of had to put my heels in the sand and be like, "Nope, this is coming on the album because I love it. And I will prove to you that this song is amazing." And so I worked on it, and eventually they came around. But you know, sometimes as artists, we just know. But anyways, there are other Christmas songs that I would love to play for you guys. It's so fun that I can start to play Christmas music like with other people, by other people. And you know, my favorite Christmas music growing up was Mannheim Steamrollers' Christmas album. I'm realizing that not as many people are aware of Mannheim Steamroller as I thought. You know, that was like a staple Christmas soundtrack in my home. But anyways, this version of Deck the Halls is just killer. I remember my sisters and I used to run around the house while we were listening to this, and we'd dance, and it's just so joyous and so energetic and so unique. I think that's why I like their album so much, because it's just so unique. So here you go. This might be a first time some of you guys are hearing this. This is Deck the Halls by Mannheim Steamroller. Oh my gosh, I loved all the chat about parades, because I could totally hear that song being a part of a Christmas parade, especially the Disney parade. I'm obsessed with how Disneyland does everything, but especially I just feel like it's so magical at Christmas time. And they have such a great Christmas show and a Christmas parade. And I'd be lying if I didn't hope that one day they would use magic, the song I just played for you previously. I've always wanted to have music in the Disney Christmas parade. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Magic would be just such a perfect song for that. I feel like it has a very Disney feel to it. So you better believe I'm going to be pitching that to my few contacts that I have at Disney. Oh my gosh, Mannheim Steamroller and Lindsey collab. That would be so fun. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I guess I'm not sure if they've made music in a while, like new music. Maybe they have, and I just am unaware. But okay, one of my other favoriteest of favorite Christmas songs. I just think it's so beautiful. It makes me get all the like warm, fuzzy, magical feels. Is Mannheim Steamroller's version of Silent Night. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't inspired by this version to try to create my own version of Silent Night on my first album. And, you know, I'm just going to man up and say it. I did not do as good of a job as they did on mine. So here you go. This is Still Knocked by Mannheim Steamroller. If you want to just like close your eyes and meditate while you listen to this song, it's so beautiful. It will just take you somewhere so special. All right. Oh my gosh, what did you guys think? Isn't that just such a beautiful song? Anyways, I just love that one. It always makes me feel all the right feels, all the Christmas feels that I want to feel. It's not exactly the jolly feels, but you know what I mean. Anyways, hope you guys are having a wonderful night. If you are with your family, I hope that it is exciting and drama-free. If you are by yourself and wishing you were with your family, I hope you find some comfort in realizing that, you know, you're not the only one. A lot of us don't get to be with our families on the holidays. You know, I don't get to be with my family. I was talking to my mom tonight, and, you know, she was telling me all about the family plans and when everybody's coming over and showing me the place settings for Thanksgiving dinner. And I am so lucky, though. I'm so lucky that even though I can't be with my family, I am grateful that I have made a family for myself with the people I tour with, and I love them so much. And, I've been able to find community where I'm at. And I think that's one of the most important things of life, is to realize that, we didn't all get to choose the situations we're in, or how close or how far we are from our families, or even within our families, how close we are together emotionally. But we can choose the people that we surround ourselves with and how close we want to be with them. And so I hope you guys have an amazing holiday tomorrow. I hope you get some good food and that you feel loved, most importantly. Also, I just want to encourage everybody to take a moment and think about the things you're grateful for this holiday season. Tomorrow, think about all the many things that you have in your life that you love and that make your life feel fulfilled, because truly that's what the day is really about. It's not about the historicalness of the things that are very inaccurately portrayed and very unpolitically correct. But really what I like to think of around the holidays and around Thanksgiving is, what am I grateful for? And, what family have I created that I get to spend it with? So I hope you all have a wonderful time. Love you all. Thanks for joining me for my radio show this week. Next week we'll have a guest. And I think I'll probably pop on sometime later this week as well for like a shorter 30-minute hang. But anyways, until we meet again, love you all.